Hey guys, what's up? It is the final week of the Open and we got a twofer, and we kind of knew we were going to. 21.3 and 21.4 has a little bit of everything for everybody, okay? So we're gonna start off with getting warmed up. So if you're a part of our gym, you know we have a written warm-up, so you're good there. If there's other things that you want to do outside of that, you can definitely do that. If you're not a part of our gym and you're using these videos to help you get ready, here's what my suggestions are. Number one, get your lats and your triceps stretched out and ready. You're going to be in that front rack position a lot today, and you don't want tight lats or tight triceps to be the limiting factor in any of these movements. So make sure you get that open. The other thing is your upper spine, your thoracic spine. So kind of from mid-back to like mid-shoulder blades, get that open over top of a roller, massage it out, okay? The other thing is get a deep stretch into your hips and into your ankles with all the front squats, between the front squats and the thrusters. Plus, you're probably gonna have to use a squat clean in 21.4. You wanna make sure your upright squat position is ready to go, okay? Spend some time mashing your quads. It's a lot of front-loaded weight, which means a lot more quads, okay? During your warm-up, rather than practicing thrusters and practicing front squats, just practice squat clean and then, you know, a push press or a push jerk to get your body dialed in. In fact, it's probably better to use a push press out of the clean to dial in some of that thruster movement. And here's why. You're probably, like I said, gonna have to use a squat clean in 21.4, so you wanna dial that technique in anyway. As you're doing that, you're practicing your front-loaded squat, so you'll be good and warm and ready, and you won't have to burn out a ton of reps to get warmed up for 21.3. So, last piece of this is take some time, get some really good kip rock practice in, get really tight in the middle for that gymnastics section in each of those 3 sections in 21.3. If you get loosey-goosey or lazy in the middle in your abs, it's gonna make it way, way harder. So that's your warm-up stuff. 21.3, number one, the thing that you guys need to think about is this is going to be super grippy, okay? Your grip is going to get fatigued, so be ready for that and have a strategy on how you're gonna manage that going into the workout, okay? For the barbell portion of 21.3, smart pace on your front squats and thrusters so that you can do them unbroken. It's 15 reps. You're fresh for the front squats, so 15 reps won't be that big of a deal. And thrusters, being on the back end right up against that rest, gives you the opportunity to go through them unbroken if you're smart about your pacing. So as you go through, don't go hammer down all the way through the set. Give yourself, do a good rep, stand up, take a breath, do a good rep, stand up, take a breath, okay? Manage your breathing and manage your pace in every single one of those reps so you can get through those unbroken and you don't have to pick up the barbell over and over and over again, okay? For the gymnastics section, okay? It doesn't matter which portion you're doing, have a strategy on how you're going to break up these movements and stick with it. The adrenaline of the open always gets the best of us. So know going into this, hey, I'm gonna struggle with the toes to bar or the knee tucks or the pull-ups. So I need to do these 2 at a time, 3 at a time, 5 at a time. But don't get up there going, I'm gonna do 5 and do 10 out of the gates because you felt good. That's gonna cost you time later, where instead of doing 5 at a time in really smart metered chunks, you did 10 out of the gates and now you're fried having to do singles. And there's nothing wrong with doing singles, but those kind of singles turn into the bar gazer singles that chew up way too much time, okay? Now, if you're a person that's gonna have to do the gymnastics 1 at a time, okay, do that. There's nothing wrong with that. Do them 1 at a time, but have a strategy for how you're gonna do that. Are you gonna get one and then come down and give yourself 5 seconds, 3 seconds? Are you gonna turn around, touch the wall, come right back? How are you gonna do that? Meter it and make it identical and mechanical in your process, okay? The last thing is, when you get to those 1-minute breaks, big, intentional, calm breaths, specifically in through the nose, out through the mouth, okay? You want to be in control of your breathing as much as you can through the workout, and the best place to control that is during the rest. Yes, it's a full minute, but a minute goes fast when you have that much work to do. So use it wisely and calm your system during that minute, okay? 21.4, number one thing you need to do is know the movement standards. Get online, look at the game's website, go to the score sheet, and read through the movement standard. Because here's the thing, there's little tiny pieces in the movement standard that could make your attempt a no rep because you missed the movement standard. So know that so that you don't waste energy, okay? Number two, make your first attempt a weight that you know you can hit 100%, like there is no question, even if I'm wrecked, I can hit this, okay? Which is probably gonna be somewhere around 70% of your clean and jerk max. That's usually a weight that feels heavy, but is still manageable even if you're really, really tired, okay? In the warm-up, I suggest that you try that weight so that you know, okay, I can do this complex with that weight and I'm good. If that feels heavy during the warm-up, then now you know your first attempt probably has to be a little lighter than that, okay? From there, you're probably gonna get 2 or 3 more attempts before the time is up. Use every second of that, right? If I hit maybe my 3rd attempt and I get through it and I get a good rep, but maybe it was on the edge, like, oof, I don't know if I can go any heavier, but you have a little time left, throw an extra 5 pounds on there and go for it and see what happens. Maybe the magic of the open carries you through that final rep at a weight that you didn't think was possible. As long as you start your final attempt with 1 second left, you can finish the attempt. So just know that you have the ability to do that. So use your time wisely, okay? And the last thing here, guys, during 21.4, use hook grip, okay? Get that thumb hooked over, pinch it with those fingers, grip the bar, even for the deadlift, and make sure you hold it. You don't want the reason you missed the lift to be because you couldn't hold on to it, okay? Hook grip will save you there, especially coming out of 21.3, your grip is going to be tired. So just hook grip from the start and hold on for dear life, okay? So if you're not part of our gym or part of our gym, that's all the tips and strategy things that I have for you. If you are a part of our gym, I want to address something very specifically about 21.3, okay? When you look at the scaled division, knee tucks you can all do, and we know that. Then you get to the second round, and it's chin over bar pull-ups. Some of you guys are on the borderline of whether or not you have chin over bar pull-ups, okay? Here's what we're going to do. If you signed up for the Open on the game's website, you are going to have to meet the movement standard where it's at. So, if you are a person who is nowhere near your first pull-up yet, we're gonna scale you into the foundations division, which I know for many of you will be frustrating, and that's okay. What it does is it gives you a point of, okay, now I've got a year to get a freaking pull-up, okay? Or at least get closer to it. But if you're not close to a pull-up and you get into that second round, you're gonna spend the rest of the time just staring at a pull-up bar, and that's not what this workout is about, okay? If you're close and you could maybe eke out one at a time, stay in the scale division and let the magic and the adrenaline of the open carry you that last inch over the bar every time you go for an attempt. Let yourself go for it. You might surprise yourself, okay? Now, if you did not sign up for the open and you're not close to a pull-up, that's okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna use our jumping pull-up standard. We're gonna have you do scaled and have you do jumping pull-ups like we would do in class, okay? with the exception of if you're somebody who is just at a foundations level right now with your fitness, that's okay. That's what that division was created for, and no matter what, that's where you're going to be. But if you're kind of a scaled athlete and you're just not there at pull-ups yet, that's okay. We're going to do jumping pull-ups, let you go for it at scaled, and just have fun with the workout, right? That's the point of this, is that we're here to have fun. Yes, we're here to compete with ourselves. We're here to push ourselves beyond what we thought we could do, but ultimately we want you guys to have fun. So if you're not signed up for the Open, we're going to use jumping pull-ups today, okay? If you signed up for the Open though, you gotta be able to meet the movement standards. It's just the name of the game and what you signed up for. So, other than that, guys, have a fabulous last weekend of the Open, and we'll see you in the box.